Hi there, I'm Matt, and I've been with my Russian girlfriend for around a year and a bit now. And chances are, if you've landed on this video, you'd like to find out how to impress a Russian girl. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly how I did that. So, tip number one is to ask her what the most important phrase is in her language. If you're asking someone their opinion on what the most important phrase is, you kind of understand a little bit more about what that person likes or what they think you might like. And it's a good icebreaker. Say, for example, someone tells you how to order a beer. It might say that they think that you like beer, or that they like socializing in pubs and bars. It's a good way to start a conversation. You go, oh, okay, so do you out to bars much? They go, yeah, I do. Another thing that someone might say is a pickup line. Something like, I've lost my number, can I have yours? If you imagine the kind of tone that they're going to by saying that, you can understand that they don't mind, maybe they don't mind flirting a little bit or being little bit forward in the conversation with you. Tip number two is to definitely learn some endearing Russian phrases. This is the most important thing. I probably should have said it first. Nearly everyone can speak English, but when you go make the effort and you know someone is Russian and you learn how to say a few Russian things, it makes them feel a lot more special, a lot more that you care about them. I actually found a specific Russian course for romantic languages, and it was a really quick course that I was using my dead time to and from work, just listening to in the car and on the train or whatever, however I was travelling. And it was really useful. It's quite a cool course. I've just posted the link in the bottom actually, so that you can see it. It was only a couple of bucks, so a couple of dollars, sorry. I will teach you a few Russian phrases that I've learned with my girlfriend, and this course has really helped me improve my pronunciation when I was starting to get to know her and also throughout our relationship. So the next important tip is to always dress well. Russian girls love to dress in sophisticated dresses. My girlfriend and her friends, and when I've been to Russia, they love to dress well. They love to wear earrings. They love to do the makeup well. It shows that you're on par with them. It shows that you're on the same level and that you care and you think that they're special. If you were doing a Skype dinner, for example, you could just wear a shirt on top, a couple of buttons undone because it makes you a bit more open to talk to. If you got anyway, I don't really like putting the buttons all the way to the top because it kind of chokes you a little bit. So, and it's difficult to eat like that. So, next tip: always buy flowers. There is never an occasion where flowers are not unwanted by Russian girls. In England, for example, if you're buying a girl flowers after flowers after flowers, it can be seen like you're kind of stalking that person, or that you're giving them too much attention. You're being a bit needy. One of the things that I found out from my girlfriend and her friends are that they love to watch like Disney movies, love to watch romantic kind of. A lot of the old Soviet movies were quite romantic. They love watching chick flicks that are translated from American to Russian. Maybe they have kind of like the fairy tale boyfriend in mind, like who's writing poems, who's writing letters, who's coming with flowers. Every single time that I've brought flowers for my girlfriend, she has had a smile on her face, and without fail. So it just works. But if you're delivering flowers to Russia, for example, they show what company they're from. So the person who's receiving the flowers can check online which flowers you bought. So make sure that they are not too cheap, but they don't have to be super expensive. Just some nice, like decent set of flowers. My last tip, tip number 5, is to make sure you can cook some Russian cuisine. Just a couple of dishes. So if you imagine going from the step from asking what is the most important phrase, start like talking, having conversation. Maybe they like to talk about bars, restaurants. Then you go from doing some endearing Russian phrases. Then you talk about, oh yeah, by the way, I can cook some food. Then your next cue is like, does this person like eating that food? Where have they eaten it? Oh, that's interesting. I'd love to try that. I'd love to go there and try that, or I'd love to invite you over to have dinner with me and have eat this food or whatever. And I'm going to teach you actually how to invite someone for dinner in a couple of the phrases that I'm going to say after this section. But I think it works really well because it also shows that you've invested some time into thinking about their culture and researching into their culture. So food and language is a big part of culture. So they're two really good parts of getting to know someone and building a relationship. So those are my top 5 tips. Maybe some of them are a little bit unusual, maybe they're not. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But I'm now going to teach you a couple of endearing Russian phrases. You can kind of be a bit cheeky with your language. So if you're saying something a little bit sexy, a little bit forward, it doesn't really matter so much because the focus is on whether you're saying the thing that you're saying correctly, or whether it's, what the accent's like. Because if you imagine someone saying "Hey baby" for or something in English, it's going to sound a little bit different, and that's a little bit cute. That's a little bit funny, but not in a nasty way. So first thing I can say is how to say "Hey baby." So you can say "Привет, малыш," and malыш is the cute way of saying baby, like baby, like babies that sleep. Babies that are small. Or you can say "Привет, малыш, как дела? Меня зовут Matt." So that's "Hey baby, how are you? My name is Matt." "Привет, малыш, как дела? Меня зовут Matt." So that's a really good way of introducing yourself. Maybe not the first time, but just say, I know how to say, "Hi, how are you? My name's Matt." But don't say that you're going to say baby, just put it in there and it'll be quite funny. Second phrase, maybe you're going to ask them, would you like to go to dinner? So you can say "Могу я," I've lost it. "Могу я." How can I forget this one? Maybe I need to go out a bit more. I've got it. I've got it now. Okay, so it's "Могу я пригласить вас на ужин?" So that's "Могу я пригласить вас на ужин?" That's basically, do you want to go for dinner? Can I invite you for dinner? So that's a really good way of leading on from that conversation previously, and then go, "Oh yeah, would you like to go to dinner? Do you want to come and have dinner with me at my place?" The next phrase, actually my girlfriend taught me a phrase specifically for this video because she wanted me to look like a fool, but I think it's quite a funny phrase. You can say, "Kiss me please, my goddess." So that's a pretty silly phrase to say, but it works. It's kind of cute. It doesn't really matter what you're saying. Just focus on, it's really just a focus on, oh, I can say some stuff in Russian and it's endearing. Like there's some nice stuff that I can say. So, and it's kind of funny. So it's "Поцелуй меня, пожалуйста, мою богиню." So that's "Kiss me, please, my goddess." Be careful when you're saying "bogиня" because there's a little bit of a rude word that you can say that sounds very close to "bogиня." Maybe someone will write in the comments below, but yeah. So those are a few of the Russian phrases that you can learn. Like I mentioned before, the Russian course that I learned was specifically for Romantic Russian, and I'll put a link in the description below because I used that when I was learning my pronunciation. I'll let you guys be the judge of my pronunciation if you're Russian. But it was a really good start for me as an English person, getting to know my girlfriend. But yeah, I'd like to know what your tips are. Whether there's something in this video that you particularly disagree with, I'd love to hear in the discussion below. If you really liked the video and you like the advice, then please hit the like button because more people get to see the video, more engagement brings the video up, so more videos will see it, more viewers will see it. Hopefully, maybe you guys can tell me if some of the stuff that I said worked. I just really wanted to add to the community. I found lots of stuff online about how to impress Russian girls, and I was like, I've got a Russian girlfriend. And I know a couple of things that really worked well when we were getting to know each other. So yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think, and I'll join you in the discussion below. So I'll speak to you in a bit. Cheers, thanks for watching.